to the LinkedIn screen.
Yeah, sure.
We'll call this the zhuzhing part of the session. So this is just where we're kind of going to go through the different channels and just look at the imagery and the wording. We just sort of make sure that that's how we want to have it. Right. Now I'm going to make this slightly bigger on my screen. Give me 1 second.
Get this on full screen. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Yeah, that's been done.
There we go. All right. Yep. So what? Oh, that's great. Yep. What I get you to do here, Angelo, is just do the little pencil on the just there, that one there. That's it. What does MISM stand for?
It's the degree. It's Master of Information Systems Management.
Very good. Yeah, no,
I don't know if I had to add it or not. It was just showing off a little bit, but
yeah, it's good. That doesn't hurt to show off a little bit. So scrolling down, I reckon we can go owner and director. Sorry, the one in your actual byline there. So I do the ampersand and, you know, that owner and director. As I said, yours is much better than many. But so, and at the moment, we've got. Let me just go back to the audit screen. So just give me 1 second. So owner and director at AlphaClick Solutions, and
should I change this too?
And so I would then do, so firstly, I would just do owner and director at AlphaClick IT Solutions. And then I would use the space. So I wouldn't go and owner at, I would then go, I would just create that as a separate thing. So just do a space after, you know, do a space and then do that stick that you have later on as well. So instead of the stick that you've got, so I reckon what we might do is cut the owner at crafter as well. We'll just put that at the end, right? So I'm thinking we go owner at and then do a stick, and then you can keep the other stuff in there, which is website and soft. Oh, which one's website and software design? That's crafter, isn't it?
It is this one, yeah.
So what you would do then, yeah. So
I haven't really started this yet. It's just a thought that I still have. I've created the website, but haven't started anything.
Yeah. So I would basically I would keep that part at the end. Let's rework this. I think.
Okay.
I
don't mind getting rid of that if you think that's better.
We're going to maximize this area. So I think what you might have at the back, you do another stick, you know, so keep it at the back, and you would say owner of startup or crafter startup. Call it crafter startup if it hasn't started yet. Yeah. And then after IT Solutions, put your spaces stick in between the two. You know, the one that's the stick above the backslash. Yeah. So do a space and then that stick.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one there. Yeah.
Yep. And then let's just go to your website, because I think so just scroll down a little bit for me. Actually, maybe click on About Us. Actually, I might need to see it on mine. What I'm kind of wanting to try and work out is, you know, AlphaClick's Just Do It, if you like, you know. But also there's, you know, you talk about cybersecurity, your key services in terms of what you provide. So that would make you quite searchable for you as well. So I'm just going to go to your website so I can see it a little bit more clearly myself, right?
Okay. It's mainly if you can sort of do highlight managed IT services plus cybersecurity. I think that would
Yeah,
be
that's right. So I like I'm looking at what comes up on the search, right? So basically I would then say providing reliable and trustworthy managed IT and cybersecurity solutions. You can, if you go into search, you can copy and paste it. So if you do a search of AlphaClick IT, it's probably picking it up from somewhere. It's actually your. I think what you've got is your LinkedIn short, is what it is. And in fact, it's the short you use on most things. It's reliable and trustworthy managed IT solutions. Um, See how we provide, if you see it slightly further down. So I would almost then cross that over. You would say providing reliable and trustworthy managed IT and cyber solutions um, to businesses in Victoria, Sydney, Newcastle, and Brisbane, for instance.
okay. Maybe we'll get rid of this. Get rid of the craft. It's not important to
We'll see
highlight
if
it.
you can see if we got space for it at the end. That's probably the thing. Yeah,
Okay.
providing reliable, and you probably use the ampersand and after reliable. Yeah, reliable and trustworthy, and then same again after managed IT and cyber solutions. Would you say cyber solutions and services
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
services solutions and services to uh, businesses in
You think I should be make them uppercase or lowercase? Doesn't matter.
probably, yeah, I reckon solutions and services look better in lowercase almost.
In lowercase. Okay.
It's but managed IT and cybersecurity is probably something maybe you know what, because the solutions is kind of part of your name, you might keep it might look better if you do have it's probably consistency to keep the S's, yeah, as well, to businesses um, in Melbourne, Sydney, Newcastle, and Brisbane. Um, And I wonder whether we could say, some of those key business, because you still got some space here. So you might. I wonder whether you could say, how you focus quite strongly on dentistry and GP and that sort of business. Is it worth putting that in there?
That's fine, but I'm more thinking in the future, as in like, because I'm planning on doing a bit of a marketing campaign
Yep.
on probably Facebook plus
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
well as the
Yep.
actual yeah, physical sort of letter campaign as well,
Yep.
targeting manufacturing and construction businesses. So yeah.
You know what? I think we could also use, if you go. We could probably use the internet, instead of using the stick for you. We could use the internet emoji. If you go, I think there's a if you go, what is it, emoticon.org or something along those lines. If you go emoji, if you just put in emoji as a search as a new tab, yeah, emojis. There you go, and just copy and paste one in there. Yeah.
um, One of these ones.
Yeah, so see how it's got copy and paste? Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. So that one pretty much goes across everything. So yeah, and then same with the where it says providing reliable da da da. Because then after Brisbane, you could actually put another one in, um, and then I reckon you've still got space to actually uh, put in just a founder of that other startup that you talked about. Founder of, call yourself the founder rather than the founder of of such and such startup. And that
Okay.
just adds a little bit of intrigue, maybe. You know what I mean? If you do want to move to that.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so just maybe make it an ampersand after the design, ampersand and.
Yeah.
And I maybe use, and maybe you could, you've exceeded. So maybe, yeah, crafter, maybe just call it crafter web and app startup or something along those lines. Yeah. And let's just copy all that and paste it into Basecamp so we kind of got a copy of that because we'll probably use quite a bit of that for the company as well.
Can you edit it or not really?
Uh, not after 15 minutes, so just start another one. That's fine.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. It's good. No, I'd rather you do that than me forget at the end and said, "Oh, I forgot to tell Angelo to hit add comment." Okay, so I don't
Yeah.
know that we've got too many more characters, but I think that's all of a sudden making that profile has got some really good words. It's got clearly got the company in there, and so we can head back to your LinkedIn now.
Oh crap. What did I do? I'll just hit save.
Let's see what happens here. If you hit save, yeah, that looks like it's working. Yep.
Is it at AlphaClick or off AlphaClick? Because my grammar is really bad.
Owner and director at. I think at owner. I guess you're probably the owner of and director at is probably like you
Yeah.
said. It's if you really
Oh,
wanted to owner and director, but I think owner and director at because director is the last word. I think that
yeah.
works. So let's now click on that contact info, which is where your arrow is at the moment. And the first thing I'll get you to do, so yeah, the pencil on the right hand side. And I really enjoy when I get to do this part. So at the top right, Jake, you probably haven't been in the room when you've heard me enjoy this part, but see how you've got all those numbers after your name?
Yeah.
We're going to get rid of those, right? So that then it becomes your public. Yeah, I think did it open up on a new tab? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see that little pencil on the right hand side where it's got your edit your custom URL.
Yeah.
So let's go and just. I'm pretty sure there's going to be other Angelo De Silvas in the world, but let's
Yeah.
see if you just have that MISM at the
Yeah.
end. So get rid of the numbers and leave the MSM. Yeah.
Just try and see if it's no, definitely it's
I like the dashes in that. I think for you the dashes actually look good. You can sometimes we get rid of the dashes as well, but let's see if
Do can we put dots or not really?
can't put dots. It creates dashes. What you can do is try it without any spaces. So just go Angelo De Silva and just all one word.
No, it's definitely taken.
Try MISM at the end. Oh yeah, perfect. So now I'll get you up the top. It's got home. I'll get you to click on home up the top on the right. Yep. And I'll get you to close the LinkedIn on the left, just so that we know it's going to be we're working on the right page. You can close that tab. Yep. All right. And so now we'll go back to your personal profile again. Just me up the top. Yep. And view profile, and we're going to contact info again. And then you got your pencil there on the right. Yep. And we're going to add website. And you can just copy and paste your website into there. And we'll call it other down below. Call it other, yep. And you'll just call it the actual website name, which is AlphaClick IT Solutions, yep. And then add another website. Did you have a website for the startup?
Yeah.
Yeah, so add that website in there as well.
Is it loading? It should be. Cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Do that.
And again, just call it other.
Yeah.
Yep. And then add one more website. And we might just do the Facebook page. So just copy the Facebook URL.
This one here.
Yep. And we just go other. And then we just call it AlphaClick IT. And you can just say Facebook, do a dash and say Facebook. Yep.
Uh,
Is that enough? Or maybe just do AlphaClick. Yeah, maybe go AlphaClick IT Facebook.
yeah.
Yep. And then we'll put in the actual phone number, which is your 1300 number. Mm-hmm. And what you could do is you could write Melbourne dash Sydney dash Brisbane, maybe Newcastle, Brisbane. Yep. I've never been to Newcastle. Have you been up there?
Yeah, I'm actually going there this weekend to do a setup for a
All
client.
right.
Yeah, I've been there like 4 or 5 times because one of our major clients is in Newcastle. So
Right.
I normally go back and forth at least a couple of times a year.
Fabulous. All right. And then if with your birthday, it's just more of a security feature, but people will wish you happy birthday if you want to put that on.
Not really. I'm not a person who would celebrate the birthday, but if you think it's going to help, yes, I'm
So
more than happy
it
to.
probably only helps from a security point of view, to be honest. So up to you. You don't have to put it in there.
Or do you think it's better if I put it in case if the account was hacked, then I can easily recover? Is that
More
what you mean?
likely, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, more likely in terms of just because it's got that's the main benefit. Um, yep, and only have it to you. Yep, that's it.
Cool.
All right, and save.
That looks a lot better.
That's great. Yep. So we could just close that one. So, yep. Yeah, that it looks awesome, as I said, and you already got that point of difference. I like the fact that it shows someone that's it's got a bit of adventure. So let's scroll down a little bit. Um,
Actually, I don't know why I have this SEO. I want to get rid of that.
yeah, so this about you could almost copy and paste the about. The most important part of this about is to actually have experienced director and his demonstrated history in services industry IT system. Yeah, it's actually quite juicy stuff in there because basically you, me, and Jake are probably the only people that are going to read this. 80% of the top is the top bit,
Okay.
but the first two lines is the only thing that's usually visible, whether it's laptop or mobile. So make sure the first two lines kind of have the main information that you're known for. Yeah, so that's
Okay.
okay. That's good. So just go save there. I am probably from a post perspective. You probably haven't showcased your work. Have you done any? Do you post at all
On LinkedIn,
on LinkedIn? Yeah. Have you done any posts?
I mainly share what I post on AlphaClick.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Can I get you to go see all activity for yourself? And so go to post. Go to post on the right hand side, so up the top. Yeah. So thank you for inviting us to your Christmas dinner. So that's a recent one, right?
Yeah, that's the
You,
reason why.
you could on the top right, you could feature something like that. That's good to feature because it's seasonal, right? So just click on that and you just go feature on top of profile, right? If there's anything else like that we might want to do that's got the team or a job, It could be the scam alert type thing. On last Friday, we invited to 19. Yeah, well, that's
Oh,
quite an exciting thing that you've got 19 Dell stock trading. I'd also feature that up the top. Gives evidence of the sort of people you're working with. Yeah, and we already had the conversation about
yeah, this
the
one.
footy is probably not quite so relevant.
Yeah,
All right, now that's good. That's a couple of things that will just push up the top so people can see that. The next
yeah.
thing I'll get you to do is just go back to your profile.
Back to the
Yep. So
profile.
up the top there, view profile, and then scroll down to where your experience is. There we go, owner. Yeah, and click on your little pencil there, uh, and scroll down a bit further in. So maybe just call it owner director. I think often that'll give you the title owner and director. Yep. Scroll down. Yep. And then that's sort of sitting underneath. So this detail here
Yeah.
could put your short about details again in here. Um, so basically what we copied and pasted in Basecamp, which is the services and solutions. Um,
This one here.
yeah, but probably without this, you don't have to repeat that you're the owner director. You just have everything sort of in front of the. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, providing. Yeah. Um, I would do your contact details here as well. As in how you want to be contacted with regards to me. So uh, you might say contact myself and the team
Yeah.
um, by phone,
By, yeah.
and then put the 1300 200 006
Do I put a colon in there or just leave it as?
by phone to yeah. Yeah, we'll probably chop and change a little bit with how we write this, but comma. Do you have an email that you have in mind that's a hold all email? Yep. Uh, or visit or via the website, and then just put the website detail or via the website. Um, uh, to learn more and inquire, or something along those lines. To learn more and inquire. And maybe just because that's got your contact stuff now, maybe just copy and paste that detail into Basecamp as well. And then what I'll get you to do is, did you have in the end? Do you have the image in mind that you wanted to use for today in terms of the cover image? You know, the picture of that video. Because I think when you go upload, it often won't upload. You can go upload link if you could try it, but often it
Okay.
won't. Yeah, so it's generally better to upload the image that we're going to represent the company with.
Okay. But I remember as you said that it's not good to do the marketing kind of a photo. It
Mm,
has to be some sort of a decent decent one.
correct. I,
Um, do you think it's better if we go with some sort of a stock image for now, and then
sure.
I'll have a proper photo later on?
I think that the you could almost take a screenshot of your cover of your banner that's scrolling through the website, right? So just we've got the guy that looks a little bit like yourself. If I was to be, you basically are good. You've got good diversity. You've got computers in the background. I would just use that. If you just take a screenshot of that, will be good for now.
Okay. It's a little blurry. Is that still fine?
I think once it gets because it's high, it's relatively high res. I don't think it's going to appear blurry on your sites.
Okay, cool.
And if you're able to save that into the Dropbox, and also maybe just add it to the Basecamp, that would be great. So
Yeah, sure.
I think we mentioned this isn't necessarily going to be forever, right? We're going to did, I think this is a great image for us now, and then yeah, and then if you choose to sort of do a real, you or your clients and others involved, then we'll kind of update that further down the track.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, got that. Should I upload it now?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a good flexible image too. It'll probably look quite good no matter what we do. So just go apply, um, and see how it's got banner image. Just use that little pencil instead of calling it banner image. What I generally just do is write so scroll down and write the website address. So just write alphaclick.com.au. It's not clickable, so it's just telling them that that's where they can find the website. Yeah. So just probably you can even get rid of the forward slash and that sort of stuff, so that the full website's visible. Yep. Great. Yep. Awesome. All right, and so we can go save now. Oh, okay. Okay. Sometimes you just have to reload it. Probably just go okay. Just do a refresh screen and try reloading. Hopefully, there's not too much we've lost there. Often because we added the picture, but we cut and pasted, so we should be okay. Just copy and paste what we had before. This is why we do this, Jake.
Yep.
Even with the pros, this can happen. So yeah, the copy and pasting is good. Yep. And save. Let's see how we go now.
Yeah.
That take effect. There we go. Awesome. Looking good. All right, so that's great. So that's going to really help us now moving to the. You happy with that, Angelo? That's great. So I reckon that's it's kind of even the way you've set up the crafter underneath it. It kind of looks like there's some association between the two. So um, you're looking good. Can I get you to just under? So if you click on your icon where it says owner director, if you click on your icon, that'll take us to the company page. It's got the AlphaClick icon on the left hand side.
On the left
Yeah,
hand side.
to
Oh,
the
yeah.
left of owner director. Yeah, yep. So we're there. Um, and if we just go edit page, and so let's go page info up the top left hand side, page info. Yeah, let's just update that to the same as what we've got on the other, where it says, and we could probably have the little internet thing in front of it, just say providing reliable, but that sort of slightly extended one that we wrote.
So do you want me to change this?
I think we've got a. Is that exactly the same? I'm not sure that's exactly the same.
It is exactly the same.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe all we want to do then is maybe just in front of it, either in front of it or at the end of it, just add the little emoji.
Okay. No, you can't do this way. That's fine.
Some things actually don't like having the emoji, so we can't always put them in, but we'll see if we can here. Does it like it or no? Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it's okay. Providing reliable. Yeah. I reckon we only need one. I reckon the one at the front's better. So you're having the one at the start, and then yeah, I reckon that looks good. So yep, cool. It's that one, and then buttons are okay, aren't they? So just click buttons. That'll just be your website. Yep, perfect. Overview. Let's click on overview. I think we might want to just change up our overview. I would suggest to you, if it's not already, that we would go to the website and go to your about and just copy and paste the entirety of your about, or at least as much of it as you want to use.
Yeah, I kind of want to change it later on, but
Yeah.
that's okay for the time being. We'll
So you don't need to put it all in there. What you might then do at the end is you just say,
read more.
yeah, you would just say read more, and then you do your contact details as well.
Okay.
So that
Um,
is, it looks like that's how you've already done it, right?
yeah, I think I copied and pasted some time back.
Yeah. So maybe just make it so it's not quite so chunky, you know. So just break up these. So maybe so with your sentences and that sort of stuff that you actually you know, you break it down a little bit. So maybe no more than two sentences per paragraph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just so it's not quite so, so it's not so chunky. Yeah, just give yourself another space there. Yeah, perfect. Yep. And then, yeah, we are committed to, that could go down. Our managed program, maybe. Yep. And then probably at the end, you know how you've got read more, and then you could and then instead of you could say read more and contact, and then put the contact details as well, and contact us by the phone number or the IT. Oh, yeah, you just say read more and contact us via. In this
Oh,
case,
do you want to do it in separate lines? So read more and then the website. Is that how you?
I'm thinking here, if you write read more, and then after read more, just write and contact us um, via. So in this case, we'll put the website first. So you could probably bring that website address up. Yep. And then, but you'll say, then put a comma and you go call or email. 1300 200 006. Yep. Maybe the contact us, probably the C just can be lowercase. And then probably in here, we might as well even put the hashtags, right? So just underneath that, we'll do 3 hashtags, right? So we've got um, AlphaClick as a hashtag, and then managed IT as a hashtag.
1 second, Steve.
Yep,
Sorry.
sure.
You sure? Okay, thanks. Yeah, manage IT.
And then IT support. And then the other, if we were going to add a fourth, which I've noticed you putting in there, you might want to do cybersecurity or something along those lines.
Yep.
Yep. And then copy all that and paste that into Basecamp. So that'll probably be our standard sort of about for now on the long abouts for when we need them.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. And information technology. So often, Jake, with these ones, when others are, often we're kind of trying to find the best labeled. What we normally say here is privately held, or is it is it? Yeah, so privately held is often the best one to go with if it's your company. Um, that looks fine, and then so you got plenty of stuff in there. That's probably more than most people will have. So probably save that part now.
Yeah. I'll just add cybersecurity.
Yep.
Yeah. Cybersecurity, one word or two words? I get confused all the time. That's okay.
I just copied off your website. What does it say? From my time that you weren't confused. So you don't have it too much on there. Sure, I would call cybersecurity two words. I would have thought, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. So we'll save that. Yep. And then locations. Have you put your 3 locations in there? On the left-hand side, it's got locations. Did you want to put those other virtual locations you have as well?
Yeah, sure. So maybe we have to set up a street, isn't it? I've got an address for Brisbane, but not for Sydney.
I think you can get away with not having it though. It's only it should be okay because it's only secondary address. No, I couldn't find it.
Yeah. So that's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How come it's the primary?
Oh yeah, just you should be able to change your primary to. Yep.
You mean it's primary here? Cool.
Right, and then hashtags is the only other thing. Feature groups in generally on LinkedIn aren't that great, so I wouldn't worry too much. You've already got them. So you've got the only thing is, so you've got IT support. What did we say? What were the 3 hashtags we said to use? Maybe because you can actually own your own, but whether there's great value, I think probably the 3 you might want to use is IT support. Didn't you have manage IT or something? Well, go back to Basecamp and what were those 3 hashtags we used?
Managed IT, AlphaClick managed IT, and IT support.
And then cybersecurity is the other one, is
Yeah.
whether you want to put in. So maybe use the 3 instead of using AlphaClick, just use the other 3
Okay.
because they're the 3 things people are more likely to look for, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
Yes.
managed IT. Yeah. Done.
Great. All right. So we could close that. And then your pencil on the right, let's change the cover image so that we've got our consistent image there. Yep. Yeah, I reckon that's a good image. I like it. And it's sort of consistent with your branding too.
Yeah.
In this case, your branding or your logo does fit perfectly in there too. So this one, we don't have to do anything there, right? So that's looking good. We already have that. So I think we could probably for now, we're going to tell you. We'll come back here when we look at how we invite people in and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But for now, let's go to Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
Yep. And let's go. Yep. And we will start by just going home. Yep. And now this is an old video, so I reckon it's had its day, right? So
Yeah.
let's edit and upload that image as a new image for now. Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what I'll get you to do is left click and I'll just get you to edit this and we'll put some details behind it, right? So we actually say, yeah, just go, or maybe down below because that would have created the post. I just want you to edit the post down below. Scroll down, just refresh maybe. There we go. And see just the three dots above the picture of your cover. Just go edit. And I'll get you to go to Basecamp, and I want to put that information that talks about what the business does. Not the long information, just the short one that says, yeah, that one there. Yep. And I think we could put a let's put the emoji of the internet in front of the first sentence. Actually, maybe at the end of the first sentence, and then put the mobile phone image at the end of the second sentence. So you probably can get the emoji just from here. I mean, you just go, you just phone, or you just go phone. Yeah, search it in there.
Oh, you mean in here?
You could probably use this one if you like. Yeah, it's sort of if you click on the light bulb, I think you get there.
Which
I keep
one?
going.
Like,
It's right towards the bottom before it goes to international flags. There you go. Actually, just above, I think. Yeah,
this one here?
yeah, that's good. Yeah. And so I would just copy all that and paste that again. So that's kind of what we'll probably use as our sort of mid-size about for you, right? Because it's got both. And when Jake and I, if we're around posting, often we'll be using that same sort of wording, and certainly that contact detail will always be pretty much the same. Um, so yeah, let's go and just hit save on that. You don't need to add a button. Just oh, there it is. Yep, that's it. So that's how we want things to look. Um, the next thing I'll get you to do, Angelo, is often for us, just up the top, I think you've got call now. I think generally learn more is a better call to action, just because, particularly for a business like yours. Do you find that people do call you from there? I,
No.
yeah, I just use the maybe the contact us and use the website contact us, but just use the website URL. Yep. And then over on the left-hand side, go edit page info. Under it's above settings. Yep. And just maybe just make your way through there, including you could possibly update the short about if you want to have that consistent with what you just copied and pasted just then, or almost.
This one
Yeah,
here?
yeah. I think that might be too long. It's about 260 or something, but we'll see. What's it saying?
um, contact us.
Yep.
Stuff the my team.
Or you could just say call, email, or visit. Or actually, what you could say is contact 1300 info or 1300 info or visit or via. Actually, via it's probably still right. Or via, yeah. And that's probably maybe copy that because, as you said, it just sort of make sure the other one doesn't have myself written on it. Just might need to make sure on that post that it doesn't say that. So just
Um,
go back to that post on Facebook and just have a look at that wording on that Facebook cover post.
Instead of
Yep,
having contact myself, because I want to,
it's
because I'm planning on targeting much larger businesses. I want to
exactly
give
that's what
them.
I'm saying. It shouldn't have myself. Is what I'm saying. We should remove any. The only time myself is relevant is when it was your LinkedIn profile. That was the only
Yeah.
time. So I just wanted to make sure we didn't have myself written on the other one.
Okay.
I didn't pick
Uh,
up on that before. Yeah, that's it. Contact us. Yeah, I understand.
and let's. I'll save this. I can't remember where we put the other details. Look, we'll go back to that if you want
Yep,
after.
sure. Yep. Um, so let's go down. Um, everything else, your location's in okay, is it? Have you got it in Melbourne? Yep. By the looks, yep. Service areas. Have you put in the extra service areas down below?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So you'd want to put in. You, probably you could put in Melbourne, then Victoria. All right, but it'll then go work your way up the coast. You've got a contact in Adelaide now too.
yes. uh, can we? Can I just do Victoria directly?
Probably.
Ah,
Usually, what happens if you use Victoria, that should be bigger than Melbourne. That's the thing.
yeah. Um, um, we will start using regions. Or do you think it's better to just keep Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Newcastle, and yes, because Jake is there, Adelaide as well.
Yeah, do that.
That's
Um,
great.
so Melbourne, Sydney. That's kind of in my list to start advertising onto Adelaide later on. But yeah, trying to do yeah, get the Sydney and Brisbane sorted first. Sydney, Newcastle. Yeah.
Okay, and you can.
In Google, it's 6 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Um, so I don't think you even saved this. I think it automatically saves. I have a feeling. So maybe just refresh the screen and just check that it's still sort of saying what it should be saying.
Sure. Should we change this channel or?
By other accounts, yeah, you need to update that. So in your other accounts, just click on the little drop down box, and all you need to do is put the so it's only Instagram and Twitter that we normally put in here. The rest of it you can put in your YouTube if you want, but
Okay, that's fine.
usually put your Instagram at the top. And Instagram, you don't need to put anything other than the alphaclick.com.au. Yeah, that's it. And then drop down to add another one, and the next one you're going to add is is Twitter. Yeah, I don't think you need the Twitter in front of it. That's it. Awesome. Okay, and just refresh that. Just make sure it's all still in there how it's supposed to be. Is it all looking good? It's a bit smaller, mine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for now, I think that's kind of what I wanted to do, just in terms of just tidying up that page. That's got consistency now. So we'll just do the same. We're now with the wording on Instagram, because Instagram doesn't have a cover. So it's just getting that wording and the emoji put into Instagram as well. So if we go edit profile, yep. And you probably won't be able to use that contact detail. You may finish up using your 1300 number only, right? So maybe just copy that first sentence first. Yep. And it's a much shorter description here. And so you might then want to say, because your website's already going to be visible, you might just write call 1300 200 006, and just make it so it sits straight behind it, so it sort of keeps reading along, right? So instead of having it drop down a line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So did that save okay? Is there enough space to do that? Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's saved.
Okay. Call 1300.
Hasn't been. Is it not updated yet?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Let's go edit again and just go submit once you've done it. So click on that part. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Just bring it back up a line, Angelo. Yeah. Just go call straight away. Yeah. Call. What you could do, you
Yeah.
could actually, or visit website and do a little emoji pointing down, because the website is always shown on it. So you could go call, and then, but then you're just going to say or visit website. Oh, you're going to do, yep. Let's just do, oh yeah, you can use an arrow. That looks like it's going to marry better.
Oh. Oh yeah. This is how it's going to show up in different places.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. And then I see on this one the
It
logo.
doesn't change, Steve. Sorry.
Okay. When you're trying to go submit, is it saying too much characters? Usually.
Yes. Yeah. It's too much characters.
Okay.
It can
So,
only be.
okay. So let's reword that, or so So try just saving that in the first place, with which before you say call.
Yeah, that's
That's
saved.
saved. Now just do. I would say call 1300 and do the 1300 200 006. See if that fits.
It's got. Oh, it doesn't show the characters. Yeah, I thought it's going to show the characters.
Yeah.
Don't save. So that's. Yeah,
Doesn't
no, it can't do
doesn't like
that.
that. So maybe what you could say is, do you still have? Sorry, I can't quite see. But are you saying Newcastle up above?
Yes, Melbourne, Sydney, Newcastle, and Brisbane.
I wonder whether you get rid of Newcastle, because most people, if you're going to Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane, then they're going to expect that you're probably going to cover off on Newcastle. I'm just looking at your website; it doesn't have it either. So,
Yeah,
is there a little comma after Sydney so that you can get rid of too? So, yeah, and then yeah, and I think there's a is there two L's on call there? Just check. Oh, you've got it. Yep, perfect.
yeah,
Good, done. Yep.
yeah, that's saved.
Okay. And do you want to paste that into that updated version then? And also, well, I guess now the question is, would you want to? You could say call or visit, and then do your arrow again. Just go call or visit.
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, that's over. All right.
Yeah, you can do the down arrow, but
Okay. Yeah. Providing reliable and trustworthy managed IT and solutions and services to businesses in Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane. Okay. Well, we just have to assume people know to go um, to the website. Yep. Okay. What we also need to do is just put in a logo. You know, your logo that you've got, which we've saved, is just swap that logo over. So if you go edit profile, yeah, and just put in your AlphaClick, that's
this
that
one
one
here.
there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think we're done here, Jake. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks really, really good.
It's good. All right. So then let's go to Twitter, and let's do edit. And we'll just start by updating the cover. And then that logo looks good. And then just probably here you do have more space to work with, Angelo. So you'll be able to say call, or in this case, you might go call or email, the email address. And again, the website is further below, so you don't have to do that part. But you should be able to almost copy and paste the Instagram one and just add a bit of extra.
Oh, okay.
So copy and paste that Instagram description, yeah, and then you'll go call. So at the bottom, you'll go call, but then you'll say or email.
Okay.
The
Should I
one.
just copy and paste the Facebook one?
Oh, you can, yeah, okay. We'll try that as a start. Yep. So yeah, but it's not that much. It's going to be it's sort of halfway between.
Oh, okay.
It'll
So it should be.
probably at best it'll allow you to put in the email, I reckon.
Oh, yeah, it's only 160. Okay.
Yeah. So you could say contact.
No, you can't. Doesn't.
Could you say contact 1300-206 or and then just put the email info in, as in info at?
No, it doesn't.
No, okay. You know, what about if we were to go and we put the internet emoji in front, and then put the phone emoji in front of your phone number? And then do the email emoji in front of your email?
No, still
Still too
the
much.
yeah.
Okay. What about we put Newcastle back in then? So you could go call your number in front of that. You still leave the phone number in there, it's fine, but then you'll be able to put Newcastle there.
Yeah.
And if you want to, you can probably say call. Yeah. I didn't mind having the phone before the call. That's the only thing. Don't know what you
You
think.
mean the emoji phone?
Yeah, have the little emoji, but then still
Yeah,
say
that
call.
looks better.
You could still say call, but it's you've probably got space to write call as well, or no? Do you run out when you do that?
No, you can do that, but you can't add a space.
Oh, okay. So I'll leave it like that then. I think it looks better with the little emoji phone. People know that's a number. Yep. Um, all right. Did you? Is everything else okay on that? So again, if you, in terms of birth date, that's just purely from a security point of view. It doesn't hurt to put your birth date in. Yep.
Yeah.
We can go
Perfect.
save. Okay. Well, that's good. All right. While I think about it, if you go back to your LinkedIn, and we'll just see if we can connect your Twitter to your LinkedIn. Um, so if you go to your personal profile on the right, top right hand side, in fact, in actual fact, sorry, it's the settings. So if you click on that same button and then just go settings, and then up the top it's got account preferences on the left hand side, and you should be able to go partners and services. Yep, and see it's got Twitter there. So just try and connect your Twitter account. I had this play up the last couple of days, so let's see how it goes today. So this is your this is just your LinkedIn personal password, so you would know that, or you would have that saved. I know, sorry, it's your LinkedIn personal one, Angelo.
Oh, LinkedIn personal one.
Yeah, it's your
Okay.
LinkedIn personal one, so that would just be in your last pass. Yep.
Where are we?
Right, sorry, LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah, see how it's doing that? I'm getting that all the time at the moment, so we can't do anything there. Um, for some reason, I'm going to have to follow up with LinkedIn why that's happening. Follow LinkedIn on help to site available. I wonder why they may have changed that potentially. Anyway, what I was going to do is test something. What we can do is give you yourself and ourselves a bit of a shout out here, right? Just on LinkedIn. So that way we can like it and share it, and so that people know that we're, as I said, it's good for your business and it's kind of okay for us too. So if you go back to LinkedIn here up the top, we'll just do a photo post. and you'll just use the same photo that you've used for the so start a post, and we would go just revising.
Do I type it?
Yeah, just type in just revising and put the @ symbol in front of use the @ symbol, and then you're going to write the business AlphaClick IT. There it is. Click on that one. Yep. Solutions, social media, with @ Steve. There we go. And then an ampersand and then a space and an @ and it's Jake. At Jake. Yeah. And then click on that one. You can write of Diffie Social if you like. Of that would be an @ Diffie @DIFY. There we go. Diffie Social. Then do a space and a dash, and you can say we look forward to connecting and sharing it with you. Full stop, and then do a couple of spaces down. And what you can say is you can use your contact one to say to learn more about AlphaClick IT Solutions. So you can copy that from Basecamp. To learn more about AlphaClick, yep, and inquire, and then just give the website. See how it's got contact. You've got it there.
Which one was the to learn more?
You've got a
about?
few choices, to be honest. So you've got that read more and contact us via. You probably just write contact us via. In fact, instead of saying, you'll just copy that, but instead of saying, in fact, you can copy everything from you can go the cybersecurity hashtag and then all the way to read more, but we'll swap read more and we'll just call it learn more. Yeah. Go paste. And then, so just say learn more and contact us via. And then you can use your picture that we've been using on the covers. Go done. And we'll quickly proof it. Jake, read that. Just revising AlphaClick IT Solutions, social media with Steve and Jake of Diffie Social. Maybe make the we a lowercase w. That's okay. Otherwise, it may as well just be a new sentence. You know how it's got Jake Spain of Diffie Social? Yep. We look forward to connecting and sharing with you. Learn more and contact us via and then I reckon that's looking pretty good. Scrolling down and the hashtags are down below, I think. Yep.
Awesome.
Great. Yeah, you can hit post on that one, and as I said, we can sort of like it and give it a bit of love, and that'll help share it to our network as well. So that's good. Sweet.
Perfect.
So that's so I will follow up on that, but we'll just make a little note. In fact, you could type it into Basecamp. If you go back to Basecamp, but just make that little note underneath, perhaps Twitter, just underneath Twitter or LinkedIn. Just write Twitter, not connected to Angelo LinkedIn profile. And we just need to perhaps inquire with support why that might be. So I don't know why that's happening. It may be some sort of integration that they've removed. I don't know. Because as I said, I've found in the last fortnight it's been happening. So not sure why it is. But anyway, let's go to Google My Business.
Oops, sorry.
It's
Just
okay.
a second.
go to Google My Business. Yep.
Yeah.
And then if we go, you able to make that just a little bit bigger, Angelo, if that's okay?
Sure.
Firstly, just on the right-hand side, often it'll tell us if there's anything left to do. Just scroll down a little bit to the right and see. I'll just see the icon, your latest post. So you did a post there. Okay, so you post every now and again to here. We'll do that sort of once a month for you, but not that. Yeah, we just to make sure it's all connected and doing whatever. So, okay, complete your business. So add a description. So click on that add a description here. And you can use that sort of mid-sized about that you had where you say read more on the website. It won't let you put a URL in there, but you just say read more. So yeah, providing reliable. You can use that probably that one that just says providing reliable and such and such. Yep. Or via I'm probably not going to let you have that URL in there. I think you just have to say or via the website and get rid of the alphaclick.com.au. Yeah. Yeah. Great. And then the other thing I saw it said, if you go underneath messages and go to photos, just need to add your logo on the left hand side. Yeah. Your logo's in there. That's strange. It said to put a logo, but yeah, let's just make it so that the consistent logo is in there.
It's not showing up. Just minimize the size just for the.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh crap.
That's all right.
Sorry.
Angelo, we'll forgive you the occasional slip up. I think that's the first time I've seen you do any click that wasn't accurate. Yeah, spread that out so you make sure it maximizes. And underneath it, just call it.
It actually doesn't. It cuts out the A and C. That's the maximum.
Is it okay?
Cuts out just a little bit.
I think you've just about got it there now. So if you just underneath that, I don't think we necessarily.
Oh, no, it works.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just underneath it, just write AlphaClick IT Solutions in the caption. Just call it AlphaClick IT Solutions logo. Yep. And you can save that. And we'll just update the cover as well to being the banner. There we go. That looked like it updated that straight away. And just two other things. So if you go back to home, I'll get you to if you haven't done it already. So firstly, we've already got the URL for this dashboard, but I'll just get you to click on show on maps, and I'll just get that that link that you use for the map.
Which one is that?
Oh, sorry. If you see it there, it's got that's the one. And then see on the left-hand side, it'll say share. Just on the left-hand side, there's a share.
Yeah.
Yeah, just copy that link for me. So click on that. Yeah, and then copy link and just paste that into Basecamp for us as well. And you just call that Google Map, and you make a little note for yourself. We're going to be suggesting you add that to your website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll actually draft a note.
Yep. Yep. There's a few things for yourself around the web that will let you know in the write-up. So most of them I think you're going to have covered, but because it's going to be just updating, make sure those icons have the right updated links behind them. And also there'll be the pixel, which you will just make sure that it's the right pixel, and then it's this one here, as you said, just adding the new one as well. Cool. Next, we've got. I think on Google, I'm pretty happy with what we've done there. So that's
I don't know why
yep.
asking to add logo while it's already there. Did you see that message coming up asking to add a logo?
Yeah, no, that's right. It was unusual. I don't know why it's saying to add logo when the logo had been already added. That's right, exactly. Maybe you know what happens. So doesn't Google potentially have a time lag? Sometimes it can take 2 or 3 days for things to update. So that could be one of the reasons. But I would continue on with what you're doing here now. But yeah, I think that'd be one thing. But I think what we're going to need to do is, uh, yeah, just keep an eye, make sure that it does get updated.
Yeah.
Yep, I would say that would be the reason. The other thing I find it even on my own one, you know how Google loves anything that's been around the longest. So
Yeah.
sometimes to
True.
get rid of a photo that's been seen by the most people is very hard, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, in any case, what we'll be looking at, just so that you know, you could probably just, if you click on insights to the left, you can already see the insights in the middle on this homepage, but this is usually the link that we share when we're doing our reporting, and
Okay.
we're looking at okay, what's the insights telling us, in terms of how many people are searching, that sort of thing.
Okay.
All right, so then the last one, which is good because the last one, I think I said to you, your YouTube channel becomes a really good landing page. So if you jump on YouTube and you just go customize channel, and your logo's fine. We're just going to go branding up in the middle, and we're going to go, change. You're probably going to have to resize this to a bigger image, but see, oh no, that's working. In fact, again, it's a good use for whatever it is. No one's ever going to look at this on a TV, as in your cover image, but they are probably going to be able to see it on a mobile where there's the hands and a laptop. I think that's not a laptop, an iPad. So that works pretty well. It's fairly multi-diverse how it can be used. I reckon having that little bloke in the back is good. Yeah, and then yeah, it's great. Probably add your watermark as well. So it's got upload down below. See, yeah, if you go upload there, just put the the icon. Yep. And then on the right hand side, it's got basic info.
Also, every video that I upload, it automatically adds the watermark.
Correct. Yep.
Do I do entire video?
Yep.
That's fine. Yeah.
And then basic info is next to branding. Yep. Probably with that basic info, again usually only about 2 lines is visible. I would almost edit it to say, like that short Facebook one, providing reliable blah 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 blah. Contact us by. Yep. Yep. And then you can add your links, right? So now you can just go back. You've got them all in Basecamp, or you can work your way across. So do website first. Just type in website. Yep. This is the fun part, Jake. This is where it all comes together. We get to put all the icons in the YouTube channel, and all of a sudden it's like, woohoo, look at that. Add link. So this is, yeah, if you click on your, that's the one, and do it as a member. And then we'll do Facebook. Probably just as easy to go to Basecamp.
True.
And then Instagram.
Wait 2 seconds.
Yep. it's coincidence, but on Friday we did a setup for a new client, which was who was a financial planner, but they had no sites, but it was a very good setup, right? He knew his way around the thing, so it was really good from a greenfields. You're just doing everything from scratch, and so
Yeah.
it was almost a textbook setup and planning session, right? Now I feel like, Angelo, you've given us a textbook setup and planning session for somebody that actually has the sites and knows how to access them and can work with us just to kind of update them. So it's great. Um,
Cool.
yeah. So we've done Twitter. We've got the other thing you can put in if you want to have your Google Map. Is probably the only other one to put in there. Just call it Google.
Yeah.
And then is your email in there already down below? But other than that, it looks like you've got everything. Yeah, so do 5 links. Scroll to the bottom if you haven't already. It may be covered on my screen actually. And I reckon,
Yeah, up at the bottom. Yeah.
yeah, and just go publish on the right hand side.
With YouTube, you can't change the channel link, isn't it?
Uh, I'm not sure if there is a point when you can, as in following and things along those lines. But no, I think we usually finish up with just, unlike Google My Business, where you can then have your specific Google brand name. Yeah,
Yeah.
generally the YouTube channel is how they allocate it.
Okay.
Yeah. The If you now click on your right hand side and just go your channel, so click on the right hand icon, sorry, view channel. There you go. Yeah, either way.
Can I change that name to remove it from instead of Melbourne? Get rid of that if that's okay.
Yeah, you probably can. I think it's going to be in go customize channel again. It's going to be sort of so you yeah, so in the middle where it says customize channel, I think it's there. You're going to have to do it, right?
Um,
It's generally, I have a feeling it's edited. See how we got that link as well? Your channel, yeah, so basic info. There you go. Yeah, see if that'll publish. I imagine that's going to change the URL potentially. Let's see.
uh,
Doesn't look like it. Just put it underneath the one up. Oh, you can't do it up the top because it's the same, but yeah.
it hasn't changed it.
It hasn't changed, so that's all good. There you go. Done.
Cool.
Awesome. So while we're on a roll, I'll get you to do 2 more things, and then we're going to have a break for
Cool.
lunch. Yep. So
Yeah.
let's go on the far right hand side. I'll get you to do an ad for us. So add a tab. Sorry, on the far right side. That looks good, right? With all those links up the top and your logo. So yeah, open a new tab, and in that new tab, I just want you to write if this then that. If this then that, and then
Yeah.
enter. And then click on that link there. It helps everything work better together. And then just go sign in. And I'll get you to use the same sign in as you would for Instagram and Twitter. So use your email.
Yeah. Do I sign up or do I just sign
Yeah, we're
in?
going to sign up. Sorry, yeah, down wherever it says sign up, not sign in. Yep. So sign in, sign up with with your password next to down below underneath Facebook. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And you're just going to use your Angelo at alphaclick.com.au and copy and paste that Basecamp one. There we go. Yep. And then go skip up. Oh, yeah, so you can add that. Save that. And then skip up on the top right. And then I'll get you to go get more in the middle. And we're just going to type in there Instagram to Twitter. And then just go enter. And then we'll just go down and we'll sit somewhere along here. I think it's a red box. If you keep going down, post your Instagram videos further down again. Post your Instagram. Hey, that one there. See, post your Instagrams as native photos on Twitter on the right-hand side. It's got 600 and something thousand that have used it. The one on the right, that one, yep.
Yep.
And because you've got everything open, it should just go, hit the collect button. So just go connect. And that'll go, and you may have to use the password, but you've saved it. So you should just be able to hit authorize and authorize. Yeah.
Yeah.
And go into Twitter, yep. And then authorize. Okay, and just so you know where we did that, you could copy the URL for if this then that, but we just so copy that into Basecamp, the URL up the top. Just if there's no reason, any of us will probably have to go back, although every now and again, connection might break or whatever the case might be, but that's how we did it, right? So if this then that, yep. And we just write done, yep, so yep. That's good. And then what I'll get you to do, again, it's just a copy and paste. It's just for the free Hootsuite. Angelo, if you go up to the top, you'll see in the setup session in Basecamp, if you go into the top of Basecamp and the checklist, scroll up the top, I just did a copy, and you'll be able to see the link for Hootsuite. So scroll down a little bit, and it's underneath YouTube, just underneath there. There we go. So if you copy that free offerings one.
Open that up.
Yep. And it'll ask you a couple of times, do you want a pro pack, or you'll say, yeah, sign up for free in the left hand, in the middle. It's got a green button, not the yeah, that one. Yep, perfect. And then it'll ask you again, and you'll say, yes, I want the free one. There on the right hand side, no thanks, I want the free plan. So there you go. So we get 3 free channels. So do your Angelo at, and again, we'll use the same password as before, which is that that we've put in, so any of us can sign in and out. The only thing to remember, and you'll understand that this as an IT person, is that just remember to sign out if you ever do go in it, right? Because it doesn't like more than one of us being in there at any one time. If for any reason we can't get in and ask for verification, we'll send you an email and you'll have got it, and it'll send you a verification. So we'll add Facebook first on the left-hand side.
Yeah. If just because it's connected, it's fine. But if not, we would have created something like marketing at AlphaClick, social at AlphaClick or something, and then I can create a forwarder that comes to you and me both.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've done that in the past, but generally it's not an issue, generally speaking. So, yeah, Jake's going to be in at least once a week. I generally I trust him to get the posts out. But on occasion, just so you know, you might get a message that comes through to your email that says this message failed. If that happens, just forward that to us and we'll republish it, right? Just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's click on Facebook and we'll do that one first. And it'll go continue as Angelo. Yep. And then you're going to select the page you're wanting to add. So go OK.
Choose what to allow, or just
go down the bottom. Yeah, go OK. And then it'll show your page for your pages. So see, yeah, you just want to find the AlphaClick one, correct, and then just go done, and go done again. Don't need to add the I don't think, yeah, we don't need to have that in there. Yeah, done, and then do the same for Instagram. And sign in, because Instagram owns Facebook. It's saying Facebook. Yep, and go continue, and go OK. And it should open up the Instagram account. Oh, what the heck's that? Hootsuite. Oh, that seems like a different thing. Just close that for a second. I think it looked like it. It's got 2 added already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go LinkedIn. And then scroll down, sign in. And allow. And again, you're just going to do the page here, not yourself. Allow. And then you click on AlphaClick. Yep. And just go done. Done. All right. And then if you go to the dashboard, continue. And we go set up a dashboard on the right hand side. And just because you're there and because you're handy, on the left hand side down on the bottom, just skip the tutorial. So we can close those. On the left hand side down the bottom left, there's a little picture will add you. So if you click on that there, it'll ask you about settings. Yeah, go account settings, preferences and billing. Up in the middle, underneath Angelo De Silva. Yep.
Yeah.
And we just put in the logo, just so Jake knows which account he's actually working on. So do that one there. Yep. And just go save account info on the right hand side. And basically, that is a very good session. Well done.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's our setup. I'm going to I'll stop recording because it's not going to get better than that.